Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly social, everything Katy, Fulshear, Richmond, Texas. Today we have some marvelous guests. We have Alex Sun with Chesmar Homes, as well as the lovely Priscilla Pfaff with Select Title.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks for coming out today, guys.
Well, appreciate it.
Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself and Chesmar Homes.
I recently moved to Chesmar Homes, and it was a really great move. I was very fortunate to get on board. And I've been in the new home sales business a little over a decade.
We've crossed paths multiple times over the years.
Yes, for sure. Yes, and I very much appreciate that. Usually it's in a model home lobby.
Yes.
And he's bringing a customer to kind of take a look and see what we have.
Exactly.
And talk about stuff. So I really do appreciate that when you and the team bring somebody for sure. Right now I'm selling in Stafford. I'm over at a very kind of central part of town.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's growing. Stafford's been there a long time, but there's growing neighborhoods over there.
Wow, certainly. I tell individuals that are walking in that aren't familiar with Houston proper, Greater Houston, that it really is very centralized. I get a lot of individuals that want to be close to the medical center, the Galleria, and West Chase and Sugarland. I mean, we're 5 minutes from Sugar Creek Country Club.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting, right?
You know, hop, skip, and a jump to downtown Galleria,
yeah.
Memorial.
It's so much easier in that area to get downtown and Galleria than it is from the Katy area. It's longer.
Well, we have two major arteries. We have I-10 and West Park.
Yes.
And the parking lots in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Morning and everyone's going to
Yeah.
give it a minute, and it'll change on you. The
Yes.
traffic
Right.
for sure. Right.
Right.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. No. It's been a wonderful onboarding over there, and then out in Stafford, I think a lot of the individuals coming in are people that have lived in the Sugarland in these areas, and they're looking to downsize a bit now.
Sure.
They're ready because they're.
It's a cycle of life.
Well, the kids are just gone off to college, and they're probably not coming back. Going to graduate school and things like that.
Quick, go get a one-bedroom apartment. No.
The joke at home from me and the wife is I always put these fingers up, and it means 30. I'm only holding them to it. I'm only going to take care of them.
Oh, but that's pretty cool, though. Like, that's pretty awesome.
Well, we also have 3. So statistically, one of them, not putting any onus on them.
Yes,
Statistically, one of them might be, back and forth and stuff like that.
Sure.
But you know how that is, right? No, I love my boys. My boys are awesome.
Oh,
They're
3
doing
boys.
great. Yeah, they're
All
doing great.
boys.
Do they also like you?
At times.
Yes.
At times.
That's a parent question.
Whenever they need like a new video card,
money, yes.
Yeah, car, that they love me.
Yeah, that's real nice, Dad.
Well, no, this is good.
That's right.
Gift them money.
Right.
It starts out as a borrow, but it's a gift.
Yeah, no, it has been a great journey so far. I mean, my youngest is 14. The other 2 are older, and they really are living their best life at the moment. One's out in New Mexico working for a nonprofit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pursuing his graduate degree. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I have another one out in Nashville, in Vanderbilt. He is pursuing his doctorate. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are great boys. I can't say it really was me. All I do is, in real estate business, we're constant hours. We're always,
It's a lifestyle.
yeah, it's very much
Yes.
a balance of, can we go to work and dinner and do a contract at the same time and spend time with the kids? Yeah, we can. Yeah, but they
Not spinning plates.
Yeah. The kids understood the plan, the memo. they got the memo. They're doing good. Yeah. And the 14-year-old, he's just gonna take over the world.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
And Vanderbilt, oh my gosh, I saw that campus. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I was only there one evening while helping him move in, and just an amazing place. Me and my wife were planning on trying to get back there before end of year.
Yeah. And go when it's a little cooler. It's a little nicer. But oh my gosh, how much fun!
He's enjoying it. It's a lot of work. Yeah,
Oh,
it's been
yeah.
a lot of research work.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, research.
Well, research. I think in our business we all do a little research and things constantly, because
Yeah.
it's constantly changing in the real estate field.
Certainly. Well, you know, talk about us doing research. I would say, like, in the real estate business, it's almost like our customers, a lot of them, are getting to know, like, all these really interesting phrases, 3-2-1 buy downs.
Yes.
Like, they're actually knowing what I mean, not to say that
Yeah.
they're not, I'm just saying,
I think that's social media, though.
well, maybe, I think that it is. Like, I guess we're doing a good job
Yes.
in educating our customers, and letting them know what kind of advantages it takes to purchase now, right? You know, so it's still a good time, you know? I think if you need to purchase a home, you need to purchase a home.
People ask me all the time, Richard, when's the best time to buy a home? The moment you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
And truth be told, yesterday was the best day, and today's the next best day.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Don't try to time the market. It's your time in the market.
Right, certainly, yeah. That's a lot of that's been going on, right? So I think that they've been doing great research, because I'm having customers that come in right now that they're not just asking for your catchphrase. What's your incentive? No, what kind of buy down do you have?
Everybody's rate sensitive.
Oh yeah, no, it
Yeah.
is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, you know, from a consultative standpoint, you know, generally there's lots of wonderful programs that we have out there, right? Builders in Chesmore, we have our own kind of mortgage company that helps us with all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Too, right? But generally, it's a consultation. That's where it really helps them, right? Because some customers are more price sensitive and monthly payment sensitive and you know, rate sensitive, but it does boil down to the budget generally, right? You know,
But what's the end goal? If they're only going to be in it 5 years, what's the capture rate if you're on the buy down versus putting it into the options? I mean, so the consultation,
Right.
critical, huge.
Absolutely right. Yeah, talking to them about that, especially if they're, I won't say travelers, but like if they're depending on how long they're going to stay, you know, in Houston or whatever it
This
is.
is an
right?
international city that people
Right.
come over on contract and they're here X amount of years and then they're off to their next project.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. No, this happens a lot, and sometimes you know, as consultants, and we sit there and we try to make it an easy process to do these consultations without seeming like we're interrogating them,
Right.
but really trying to point out some advantages and the different tools they can use.
You're
But the only way to do that,
fact finding so that you can help guide them to the best possible outcome for them.
right?
You're listening.
2
Yeah.
ears, one mouth.
No,
You're
yeah,
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing what their needs are and what's important, and
Yeah.
then consulting on getting there that direction.
Well, our motivation is really the same as our customers that are looking for a new home, right? I want them to purchase one of our homes, right? You know, outside of just anybody else's home. But the only way to do that, I know, is to make sure that I have the best solution to their need, right? Right. So and the only way to do that is again finding out more, listening to them, and drilling down even more, right? Since once you think you kind of know it all, something pops up.
Oh, yeah.
We learn something new or something, yes,
Yes.
on a constant basis.
Yes.
And another thing that I've figured out over the years is a lot of the builders work collectively together. Yes, everybody wants to sell and they have quotas and that.
Mhm.
But if they don't have a home that's a fit for that client, they'll be like, hey, go see Eddie down there at blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Tell him I sent you. He has exactly what you're looking for.
Right.
And it reciprocates.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and just like exactly like you said, you know, we tend to know each other around the city. It is a small business.
It's
Yeah.
a big business, but yet
Yeah.
a small circle of people.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. We tend to know each other and know what programs other people have or what might be an advantage for a customer in a different location. Because if it just does not the right fit, you know, any good sales consultant or a human being really.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's just
Right.
you know going to direct
Not
us
going
to
to
the
continue to say, okay, mine is going to work for you, work for you, work for you.
Right.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so here you go.
yeah.
You're going to tell the truth sooner or later.
Yes.
Tell it up front.
Right.
Yes.
Right. They should be directing you
And
to the
they'll
right
be
place.
happy with you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Versus upset, and then
Well,
they play
and then-
keyboard warriors.
Well, but then your, you know, the way it works for you is, you know, somebody's looking at new homes, but resale might be better for them just by, you know, listening and knowing those things.
Sometimes I have to show them both. And there's a lot of times they'll start out wanting a new home, but then they look and they see the size of the lot, the home, but they're wanting mature trees, bigger lots. I mean, and it's a sliding scale, so you can't have both. I mean, I wish you could, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, there's so much information available to our customers nowadays, and I think that trying to cut through the weeds to be able to understand it all, right? Need a true professional.
Yes.
And I think that's sometimes a misnomer when individuals walk into our office. Like we're just there to try to get them to sell or something. I truly want to help our customers. We're going to sell homes. I mean, we're in the business of selling homes. We're going to sell homes. But I want to make sure that all of my customers are happy with me after they own the home next week, next month, next
You've
year.
been in that neighborhood for quite some time.
Well, yeah, no, I absolutely,
You don't want to run from them.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and so that's the thing, right? So a lot of my customers are friends with me on social media, Facebook and LinkedIn.
It's a relationship.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I try to connect with individuals as much as I can, right? Whoever they are, and there's no fear in that because if you live your life or your business with an honest attitude, yeah, exactly. There's nothing to fear,
No.
right?
No.
We all kind of make mistakes at times, and we learn, but generally we're
learn.
trying to make sure that we're doing the
And
right
if I
thing
do,
for
I'm
people.
first one to say I made a mistake, and let's fix it and move on.
Yeah, actually, it's doing the right thing. So the phrase "doing the right thing." So we have a motto, which doesn't work. I pulled up the one. There's a motto that says,
Is this like
"Do the right thing." No,
the cards to
It's
which way?
it's do the right thing. Right, is on the top of our motto and kind of things that we need to live as a Jesmarian every day, right? And that's not just for internal, for our real estate partners, but for everybody, right? So I the culture there just really good. And there's a reason why we have really great alliance scores and things like that. And I kind of plug that because this is a survey that's done by customers after the fact. Right, so and by customers, so it's not just some kind of program we buy into. It's definitely with some honesty for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we learn from that. If there is something we need to change or do, or
You don't know what you don't know.
right.
My real estate partners tell me all the time, what they heard about the builder that I'm working for. So you have to live your life with integrity to make sure that you don't destroy. That's the one thing that I have, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
My business card says integrity, knowledge, solutions, and that's our core values. And that's doing the right thing even when nobody's looking.
Right. And ours are people first.
Right.
Yeah.
So it all works together.
Yeah. No, if you do that, you have the right recipe, right? You're doing good.
It's stressful enough even with all that in place. So I don't understand the shenanigans that people
No,
do.
no,
I don't know how
no.
you keep track of that.
No.
There's so many spinning plates in a transaction.
Yeah.
Right. But what y'all are offering and what you're talking about, is the value that you do have to help people through the process. This is a huge process, and an individual that has never done this can't do it on their own. They have to have y'all to help them get through that process.
Even somebody that's done it in the past, the average nationally, I want to say it's 13 to 14 years.
Yeah.
But let's say Houston, Texas, 5 to 7. It's a faster move here. But still, the last time you sold or bought a house was 5 or 7 years ago.
It's changed.
It's changed. I mean, even in today's market, if you look at the data that I put up weekly, it shifts within 7 days.
Yeah.
So you really need a professional that has their finger on the pulse, that knows exactly what's going on in the market at that moment in time. Not how we did things 10 years ago or whatever.
Right. It's like grass. Give it a minute. The landscape will change.
Yes.
You think you know until you haven't been in it, you don't know. Right? Yeah, no, I get a lot of individuals. I've bought several homes. How long has it been? Oh, no, even investors, right? If you haven't done it in a while, I mean, things have changed, right? Have you done your NOI, right? All those kind of things,
Right.
And neighborhoods change.
Yeah, neighborhoods change. They revitalize. They have cycles of life as well.
Right. And I'd be amiss by not saying something. In Stafford, again, a kind of an older city neighborhood, right? Stuff like that. So lots of things going on. Yes, it is the area where there's no city tax. There is still tax, but it's lower, right? So your residential tax.
Oh, we like low
Ooh,
tax.
that helps.
That's a great thought.
Well, I'm just being missed by not saying that, right?
Uh-huh.
So sometimes like there's so much publishing out there and things like that, and say, oh, there's no tax there. No, there's tax. It's very low. There's no city tax.
Are you in a mud district?
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Typically, you see that every new neighborhood.
Right.
That's common.
Right. And then I think being in kind of like an older area of Houston, I do get lots of comments like, oh, there's a flood there, things like that.
Sure.
So on our plats, it says it's an egg cell, right? So so
Because that's what you want to see.
right, that's what you want to
Yes.
see, right?
100 and 500.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And you can still buy and live there.
Oh.
But you're going to have to carry flood insurance.
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, even if you're an ex, I think I carry elective flood insurance. I mean, I don't know.
100%, yes.
Even though it's not required,
Yeah.
buy it. It's cheap in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, you want to have that peace of mind, so when things are going on, you're not worried.
Right.
I mean, you're
Like
right.
what's going on in Florida right now?
Oh gosh.
I mean, surge that they've never ever seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
The Gulf
it's-
states really do get a.
Yeah, so be one step ahead on that.
Well, purchasing, you just have to know what you're looking at, right?
Sure.
I've sold a lot of communities where it's been LOMR, the letter of map revision. So when FEMA remaps it and tells the developer to build it up, right? So
Right.
it gets into a better zone, right?
Right.
Which I've had people go, oh, but it's in a flood zone. No, it was. The FEMA maps aren't updated today
Right.
because the builders are not. They're not going to take that risk.
If this is what I'm talking about, folks. You don't have to be the expert. You can try to AI it up, but you really need someone that's people that have done it and know the emotion behind it, so that they can tell you, okay, no, this is fine, or this is not, right? Whichever one it is, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure. So I mean, I love it. I've been fortunate to be put in this small. It's just really small community. It's only about 40 homes. I'm going to be there for just a little bit.
Wow,
Because you
only
guys are
40
production
homes.
yeah. We're not a custom builder, but we definitely are kind of in that semi, right? Because we have a design studio right there in our model homes. You walk in and you can make all the selections. You'll know exactly what you're getting, and to the penny, you'll know what you're paying. So I mean, yeah, I've worked
That's
with other.
huge.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them,
Right.
they get you under the ethers, what I call it. And then you go to the design center and you go, oh gosh.
Oh, can I have some
That's
oxygen?
another 50,000 to get to the home that I thought I was buying.
Yeah. So this business model, it's so great.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the selections are there, so you can literally mix and match. And they're like, okay, we always tend to go towards the most expensive Mercedes on the lot, right? So, but you can mix and match the selection, so you can get into the budget that you want to be in, right? And then again, we can calculate it right there at the office. So it's such a great process. I love it. Customers will come in even before contracting several times. Just to
That's good.
It's like a little playground.
Right.
Oh, just to go in and look at the selections and
Right.
kind of get a feel
Designers,
for.
though, you want to be able to go home with it. And they take photos of the stuff.
Oh.
And they go
that's
home and
smart.
they talk about it over, a glass of wine,
Yeah.
watching Seinfeld, whatever it is, right? Watching HGTV, oh, is this still in?
Right.
And they'll come back and be like, okay, this is the one, Alex.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the reality shows where they show you the 3 different houses and then they're waiting on them to pick, Why wouldn't you be in that number 1 spot because of allowing them to come in, look at things, feel it out, get that good vibe and that feeling on it, and know that at the end they're going to get the house they want.
Absolutely, right. So they're like at a restaurant cooking their own food. And served to them as well too. They know exactly what they're getting. So it's such a great process. Now, mind you, I still have homes that are already I've picked out everything or our designers kind of gave us an idea.
Right. So you do have a couple of specs
for sure.
that are out there
Yeah.
ready for
Yeah.
move-in.
Well,
Okay.
just like Richard was saying, we have individuals that come into the city and they need to move quickly, right? Their company wants them to come in, take over something. They don't have time to be.
I got 48 hours to land a home with that
Right,
person.
right.
I mean, I've had those deadlines multiple times over the years.
Right. So
reloads,
yeah.
relocation.
So we have homes generally throughout the year that are kind of ready, right,
Okay.
ready to go. So and they're turnkey. I again specifically for this kind of buyer, they don't have a lot of time. They
Right.
want to make sure that they can see, touch, feel, know the cost, what they're getting, what they need, what they don't need,
Right.
really quickly.
Wow.
We have a few homes like that.
Well, and it's built with the modern taste, style, and
Oh,
touches.
certainly. Yeah. I kind of go with whatever my customers have been kind of picking in the area as well too, right?
Right.
Yeah, if they like
That's
it,
shape shifts.
right? Yeah. If they like it, then okay, right? Different regions, different parts of the city, people might like different styles as well too. So I kind of stick with whatever I've been seeing in the area.
That's interesting though. I mean, because you go to different areas and it's completely different colors
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and everything. And I mean, that's a good,
Go to Galveston. That's an hour from here.
yeah.
Walk through those homes.
So
And then
go to
go,
Clear Lake.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
all
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure you see like all kinds of differences as well.
Well, I have to remind myself,
Yeah.
A, where I'm at, B, the price range I'm in. So you have to learn and know what to expect in that. Because I'll have some sellers, oh, but this is an upgrade, this is an upgrade, and this is an upgrade. I'm like, no, that's in every house that's.
Yeah.
It was when you bought it, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's to be expected
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so the word, the dreaded word, upgrade. So let's say, right?
Yeah, I
So
know.
I get that a lot. I get that. So the ones that are complete, I mean, it says you already have the final price. There's really no, of course, when we make a selection, they were upgrades, but these things are already in the home. So you have a final price. That's what it is. And so it's already ready and prepared, right? So the dreaded word, upgrade. Yeah, so I get it. But most people don't spend a lot of money, really, to tell you the truth, on the kind of changes or things like that on the home.
Well, why is that?
Well, because there's transparency right there. They can see, they can make selections, and they know what's going
But
on.
also, what you're providing them, just the builder.
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
incentives and things like that as well
Yeah.
too to help them along, so that they don't have to feel that much of a burden from the upgrades. Right? We know people want to make it look stunning, make it look just like they're what they envision when they close their eyes.
Right.
You
put
know?
their signature on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a sense.
You can also over improve and then it won't appraise. That's another thing.
Again, with a
people
pro.
don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah, we need
Yes.
a pro to kind of hold.
Right.
But I have put $100,000 in my kitchen. Yes, but it's still a $400,000 house.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you are going to get some money back in
Right.
upgrades and stuff. Yes,
Yes.
but it's at a certain point. There's a threshold. That's it. There's a
Well,
ceiling
that's
to it.
like we learned on pools. Yes, you're going to get some of that back, but you're not going to get all of that cost
No,
back.
no.
You better be building it for you to enjoy.
That's right. The
Yeah.
cost of
Right.
personal entertainment.
I will say selfishly, when I'm warning my customers going to like a design studio, maybe another builder or something like that, I do say, hey, you kind of have to keep it within a certain range.
Certain budget. Right?
You know, don't go over a certain amount, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a challenge later on with appraisal, and
Right.
and the only selfish part is like, okay, well, if there is an issue, then I gotta go fix it, right? You know,
Right.
I gotta go fix it, and that takes a lot of time. Sometimes it's not fixable.
Right.
Right.
But now you're managing expectations. Too.
Right, yeah.
So there's no surprises.
Yeah,
No gap in
yeah,
the
yeah.
house.
No, I agree with that. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that my real estate professionals, realtors, they count on me to be able to do these kind of things I've been talking about without having to bullet point it for me. Like, Alex, make sure you talk to the customer about all this stuff, right? You know, because you want to make sure. Okay, are you doing your job? Right? That's you. You're supposed to do. So they count on me to be able to do this. And so, just like real estate agents and brokers, you want to work with someone that's been experienced in the market now, that's been doing it a while, it's got a lot of transactions, things of that nature.
Transactions is huge, by the way, because that keeps your finger on the pulse.
Well, yeah. And the same thing for NHCs, new home consultants as well too. I think that knowing who they are from a personal level, sort of a certain amount of personal level, like their experience, they've been doing this for quite some time. can give you some confidence as well too. You know, that's it's good.
That is big.
Yeah, we're not all created equal,
No.
and I'm sure you've heard and experienced lots of varying degrees of experience with MHCs as well too. Yeah, and I'm not.
Well, everybody has their own business plan.
Yeah.
There's lots of builders I love to go see, and there's a couple builders I cringe that I gotta go see.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Right.
If that's my client's home, I'm gonna muscle through it.
100%.
But I'm gonna let them know, I'm gonna manage their expectations.
Right.
But what a value to have a partner that you're working together to get them there, and you're actually working together and
Teamwork.
helping each other.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, it's that's the way it should be. To be able to get the best results for our customers, you know, usually there's just a conversation, right? Yeah, okay, this is the objective. How do we get there?
Here's our end goal.
Yeah. How
Let's
do we
put
get
our
there?
heads together, let's go
Right.
through it.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. And many times, real estate agents, you know, really experienced ones, you know, or come up with something like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Like, oh, yeah, I just did this with so and so. You know, so I am definitely all ears when it comes to like new ideas. Yeah, you just never know, right?
I think you'll be
Always
learning a
learning.
few new ideas by your group that you're gonna have come in and do some, the sorority that's gonna come in and do,
I was saying, yeah, so I've had these lovely ladies. They come and tour. They're kind of
What
designed.
are
Lovely ladies. They come
Okay.
and tour, and they're part of a sorority and for a long time, right? They're active in there. So
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely individuals that are leaders in their sorority, and they were just kind of talking. I was in a model home with them. They were talking about planning a vision board that they do annually. You know, things like that.
Vision board.
Yeah.
And vision board annually. So, and you know, just being nosy, I'm a new home consultant. That's what I do, right? So I'm like,
Curious. That's what we call it.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, what y'all doing?
like, why don't you do it here,
Yeah,
right? I mean, I don't mind, you know, whether they're buying a home for me or not.
Right.
It's no big deal. But I look at it like, well, this would be a great setting for them as well too. They really were talking about maybe half a dozen to 10 or
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sisters that get together. And I would love for them to have a great old time with my model home, right? Cost them nothing. They don't have to worry anything about it. I'll get
Sure.
cleaners to take care of it.
exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing about like hosting things.
Yeah.
Like you gotta set up, you gotta clean, all this kind of.
Yeah.
So why not? It's a perfect environment for them. So I'm like,
Oh,
go to
that's
town.
cool.
So I thought that was gonna be something great for them. We already set a date, and they're doing some cool planning. I even have some magazines at home. For them to
That you're gonna bring.
yeah, well, I told my
Check
wife.
that out.
Yeah, I told my wife. She was like, "Oh yeah, I got to come." There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
you need always need a bunch of magazines.
Oh, always,
Yeah.
always.
What got you into this and created your passion for new home sales?
You know, well, I was in medical equipment sales, which you know,
Okay.
kind of lucrative as well too.
Yes.
And so I was out in the field a lot, and my colleagues had kind of delved into real estate. A couple of my friends from school,
Sure.
and stuff like that, got into real estate. And they were like, "Alex, you know, you're always on the road." I mean, I was clearing probably around 1,000 miles a week, something like 200 miles, something like that. I don't know, a lot of miles.
Yeah.
So
That's a road warrior is what we call that.
yeah, I was clearing 1,000 miles a week, pretty easy. And they were like, "Alex, you need to come on over to real estate. This is a big gig, right?" Yeah. So I had kind of done some courses and
Sure.
and decided to try to give it a whirl. And I started applying to some of the builders.
Okay.
I got lucky, and then got into it. So I've been in sales probably for most of my adult life, in some sort of way.
And you're
Right.
25 now?
Yes.
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 Aren't we all?
Yes.
Yeah.
24 to line, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, most of my adult life. So I think it was almost a natural transition. Someone that's in sales, if you haven't been into real estate, it's probably something that you kind of need to touch your toe in, right? In some part of it. Because real estate is such a large industry.
Yes.
It's huge.
I mean, there's so much that you can do. You know.
There's markets within markets.
Yeah.
People ask me all the time, Richard, how's the market? What market would you like to talk about?
Right.
Right.
Because it's so broad and so vast.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I loved it. It was amazing. My first year, it was just amazing. I mean, it was kind of a step into the wild side, so to say. but it was amazing working for a builder. It gave me my chance, and wow, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're still going.
I wouldn't stop this. I wouldn't retire from this for the world.
No,
They probably got the
there's
real
no
motivation.
reason to retire.
And I think you're doing something pretty interesting tomorrow as a group.
So we're going to do the Alzheimer's walk in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're one of the major sponsors.
You are.
Yeah, major sponsors over at La Centera. So yeah, you'll see me there early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will be
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I don't know that I'll be running or like a stroll.
Yeah.
Are you part of the Alzheimer's Association booth? Because they invited us down to do a live podcast for them tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I will be there.
wow.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Yeah.
Redline
Yeah,
Realty's
so-
got a team.
Tomorrow morning. We've had it for
Jesmar's got a
years.
team. Podcast going on.
Yep.
Supporting the community,
Giving back.
helping with Alzheimer's, which I know a lot of us have been affected by family and friends and that, and terrible, terrible stuff. But hopefully doing these things and getting it going and the awareness and help to the charity is
Absolutely.
crucial.
Yeah, it's near and dear to our heart for sure, right? And this is a really great opportunity for us as well too.
Right, and which we have the director for the Alzheimer's on the
Freddie Bartras.
podcast.
Okay. We're meeting Freddie Bartras tomorrow.
Yes.
So, and
So-
there's going to be some higher ups that we're going to have conversations with as well. I prefer not to say interview because it's just conversations.
Conversations. But there is you can go back in Richard's links and see that if you would like to hear more about the Alzheimer's.
Sure.
Mhm.
We have an event that's going on tonight. Can you plug that real quick? And then we're going to tell everybody how
How
to
about
get
a
that.
comedy event in Katy?
I told my
today.
wife to hold on to tonight. Like, don't schedule anything.
Yes, yes. So $20. Go on Eventbrite in Katy, look up the comedy club or comedy events, and come join us tonight. It
Miss
is going to
Francis.
be so much fun. Miss Francis is, I met her yesterday, and what a beautiful, beautiful lady she is, and funny, and it's just going to be a lot of fun tonight. We have our MC right here that's going to come
Masters
in.
of Ceremonies.
And do all that for us. So
Everywhere.
it's
Yes.
$20, guys. Come out tonight, and
I love
enjoy a comedy. And on a Friday night, I think it's a perfect thing for everybody to do.
It's a great impromptu date night for all
Oh,
of you.
there you go.
Yeah, it's a great impromptu date night.
Yes.
Yeah, right there. What? Katy Mills?
Yeah, and I mean, $20,
Yeah.
hors
Yeah.
d'oeuvres,
What can you do
open
for
bar.
$20?
I
Yeah,
mean,
nothing.
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 So come out and then join everybody at the Alzheimer's Walk tomorrow. So lots of good
Walk
stuff
off your
going on.
hangover.
There you go. Drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come out and see me, Nancy. We'll be at one of the tables. Okay.
Good. Good.
And then, hey, if they want to come out to Stafford and see you, or if they want to give you a call and just pick your brain, because you are a wealth of information.
I'm really easy to find. If you have a hard time finding me, I definitely need you to ring me or text me, right? So I mean, it's really Google Alex on it's really easy. But but it shouldn't be that hard. If you want to email me, alex.son@chesmore.com or 713-516-2002. You can text me, call me,
Always available.
invite me out to have dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for coming out today, Alex. Really
Oh,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
So awesome.
Pleasure.
So
Pleasure.
awesome. And we'll see
Thank
you
you so
tonight.
much. Thank you so
And we'll
much.
see you tomorrow.
Pleasure was mine.
All right.
We'll see you all next week,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye,
Thanks.
guys.